What is going on, you guys? It is Dog Cost Crypto here with the Return of the Kings, man. I'm brought to you by Cultivate Crypto. What's up, Charlie?
Hey. It's going good. I like to buy some dips, and dips are going to get really, really nice here going into the new year. So, yeah, looking forward to that.
Yeah, my favorite comment was like, I bought the dip, and then the dip got dippier.
Always happens, right?
Right. Sheesh. Well, you guys, we're back. The rug is over. It has been over a month since we've been on YouTube and stuff. So
it's been a good month, though. It's always fun to hang with, everybody in the crypto mindset course. And right. I think, in this one, everybody was just, I think it's like one of those times where it's just like, okay, you have like a different feeling about a group of people, and you're like, okay, these are the types of people who are like the value investors who really are like, okay, like, I'll jump into the fire, no fear, right?
Yeah,
Which I think is really important when you're coming down to the bottom, because you have to do it with an educated guess, right? You can't do it just like, okay, I'm just going to buy because the price is going down, yeehaw. Like you have to have a reason and, educated guess and all this stuff. And so it's just good to see like a lot of people doing their own research, bringing information to the table. A lot of new people getting on in crypto really quick and all that too. But I always find around this time in the market to about like a few months after that, like compared to the last bear market, those are the people who generally stick around for pretty much multiple cycles, right? They're the people who get wealthy long-term if they stick to crypto consistently, basically.
Yeah, we had a lot of champions and stuff. I really do like this group that we had, but we also put in a lot of work into this last course. Like, I mean, pretty much it's on track. It's going to be the biggest course we've ever done ever. Yeah. Basically, I mean, we did like 20 webinars. And we still have a bunch of flash ones, and we still have another one that's coming out on January 9th, I think, as well.
Yeah, we usually do about 15 live webinars. This one we did 19 live plus one flash live, so technically 20, plus then we have the ones coming out in January. So, yeah, plenty of action.
Yeah, man, it was really fun, but dang, a lot of work.
Yeah, and I think a lot of those guys are still, like basically taking the content and, using it, reviewing it over the holidays and stuff like that. So, good times. And there was, some action going on with different coins to, different opportunities. Still is a specific opportunity, but you may need to be in a certain area to get advantage of that. So we might mention that at some point. But yeah, lots of I think, opportunities if you're paying attention in the bear market.
Right. And smash the like button, man. What's going on, you guys? I'm glad to see everyone in the chat. Shout out to Know Your Worth, Mechanics, Baron Von Crypto, R. Dully, David T, Commando. Shout out to Commando, Crypto Bigfoot, Angel G, Vic Bish, Omega Overflow. Damn, we got a lot of people in here. Holy snap. Ben Miller, Stefan R, Synthwave Symphony.
I've always liked that name.
Yeah, that's really cool. Yeah. Craig Hot Tellin. Wait, what? Oh, that's funny. DGen Retrievers, Lorenzo Ra. I haven't seen Lorenzo in a minute. Yeah, shout out to Juan Ray for the $10 super chat. It's a pleasant surprise. Moongang, we up. That's right, man. Heck yeah, dude. Thank you so much for the $10 super chat. Jack Simple, Smooth Brain, Hexagon Lost in Asia. Unsuitable. Damn, we got a lot of people in here, man. Shout out to all you guys, man. You guys are going to make it, man. Shout out to Commando, man. 3:15 in the morning right now.
Perfect.
Live, baby. Shit. Hit a Pepe on that. That's shout out to Commando. Woo! Damn, man. Gives me that energy, man. And then the first thing I see on the screen is Choro says, "My saviors, I was about to buy ApeCoin from the stress of you not being here." Give me a newspaper, Charlie.
Bad boy.
Bad doggo.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd rather you just put that money into Doge and Shiba than put it into ApeCoin. Honestly.
I mean, yeah, actually, I would.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I mean, literally, I'd probably do like a 50-50 split or something like that if you're going to do something, man. But yeah, man, Commando's like, cheers to both. Amazing course. Appreciate all the hard work now for sure, man. Yeah, man. Sheesh. Yeah, we're not, and like that's why we were telling people for a minute to get into the course, man, because it was like we're not going to have another one until like March, April, maybe.
Yeah, springish.
Yeah, springish and stuff. So yeah, it's going to be a minute.
Yeah, and I think pretty much. There's a lot of people out there right now, right? I think this is actually most of the time during the markets, right? Yeah. We see a lot of people basically saying, hey, here's kind of, what to look for in the market, right. But they don't always give a theory of what they think is going to happen, right? They don't give kind of like their main scenario, right? And I understand like why people they're like, oh, I don't want to make a prediction. That's fine, but have an opinion, right? Like, or at least have a firm enough opinion, because like you're betting money on the market, right?
Right.
So like, what are you doing at least, right? And so it's funny that I have to preface that, like, it's like, okay, that's a sentiment signal basically in a bear market, saying if I have to preface, okay, I'm about to say something bullish, don't come at me with arrows, I guess. I know the Moongang's not, right, but I'm just talking about crypto overall right now. You start saying anything bullish and people are like, they're
pissy, dude. I could just tell, because like this, like the whole month we were off of crypto in terms of like just social media and everything like that.
Right.
And I was just watching the chats on Instagram and on Twitter a little bit. I mean, people are salty, mad, and stuff like that. And even on, like, you could just say Ethereum's good. Shut the fuck up.
Well, what was that? What was it? Paxful or something?
Paxful.
It was like a Bitcoin. They had Ethereum and other stuff, but it was a peer-to-peer service.
Oh, okay, yeah.
They just banned Ethereum. But get the kicker. The kicker is they don't want to ban stablecoins because they still need basically a dollar value token for people to trade peer-to-peer. And so they still keep ETH in the vault to pay for gas fees to get people's stablecoins across.
Hit the Pepe. Oh, my God. Is that real? That can't be real, Charlie. It's like, yo, fuck, this shit's a scam, but we need a scam token to pay for our
I know, it's so bad, bro.
Damn.
But the guy was like, a hardcore Bitcoin maxi, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, it's my integrity, like Ethereum centralized now. It's done forever, and it's like,
you know what? Let's go on this for a second, because it's the return of the kings, right? Not the shitty ass not HBO. I mean, HBO would have been cool if they made it, but I think it was Amazon who made it, right? The new Lord of the Rings.
Oh, the actual movie itself?
No. I'm talking about the new series.
Oh yeah, I heard it wasn't that great, so I haven't watched it or anything.
Yeah. Everyone said it's trash. Go watch Wednesday. But one great show everyone should watch, the first season of Rome. Rome on HBO is just incredible. Even I like the second season too. It's just it's paced like pretty much the show got canceled because it was the most expensive show they ever made.
Oh really?
It was like like $100 million plus a season. Back when $100 million was $100 million.
Okay.
But it was incredible. Like, Rome season 1's amazing. Just go watch that. But that's a crazy show because that show has pretty much showed HBO how to make these really large shows without going bankrupt.
Right.
Because that was the first time they ever scaled something that I mean, they cost more per episode than any show they've even did. I mean, like more Sopranos or anything. Like, it was gigantic. But just to go off that whole centralization sort of thing, I mean, like, dude, the Bitcoiners got no one to blame but themselves. For not like for real. Like I really was like going through because we were kind of talking about this a little bit in the course about like how did we get to where we've got. Now, obviously, sometimes we can't. Like,
we're talking like crypto history.
Yeah, sort of like the crypto history stuff. So. And like I just really have been thinking for a long time, like how did we get to how we work? Because me and you were early enough in the 2017 cycle, 2016, 2017, that we saw the transition. We saw crypto before stables,
right?
But we were right there at the last year, last real year of it. And now some people were earlier on the stables. Like some people were using stables maybe Q4 of 2017, but like. For me, I didn't see them really get a lot of popularity until like second quarter of 2018.
Yeah, well, I mean, they became very useful in the bear market because people were cashing out. A lot of people didn't just basically stayed crypto to crypto during the bull market a lot of the time. But the stables did exist; they just didn't have much market cap because people weren't needing to use it.
Yeah.
So that wasn't me. Don't worry about it.
Do you smell what the Rock is cooking? No. But like we saw what it was beforehand, and like I did see the whole thing the Bitcoiners were talking about because I was drinking the Bitcoin Kool-Aid real heavy. And
that's interesting because like I think when we've been talking about this, right?
Yeah.
Like we mentioned, like the first coin that I got into was Ethereum. Your first was Bitcoin.
Yeah.
And then like now every time that Miguel starts talking about Bitcoin or whatever, like I'm just like, okay, like just out of principle, I have to make the counter argument.
Yeah.
But like I'm just like it's funny to me because like we both are coin agnostic. We both like both coins and everything, and we both basically like them for the similar reasons, right? In terms of like the usage and everything. But it's just funny because like we kind of started on like different ends, and then we went that way because like I went more like Bitcoin eventually, maybe too much Bitcoin in the bear market.
Right, yeah.
And then I think you went towards Ethereum, and then we both kind of like went back into the middle. So it was just kind of interesting, how that kind of plays out over time. But I think there's some people, right, in crypto, they stick with one community the entire time. Like they stick with Bitcoin, they stick with Ethereum. They like get so entrenched as a maxi. They're like, I will get shunned from this social community if I dare to, look at any other cryptocurrency that exists.
Yeah, like this is on topic but off topic, but it's on topic. Is like I had mentioned maybe on the last stream that we ever did actually on the last one we did about a month ago.
Yeah.
Where I mentioned like coin communities are still like kind of around, or like ones that were like they just like they were awesome but they just didn't make it very well.
Like
Dash or the one I was really thinking about Digibyte.
Oh, right.
I opened my mouth about Digibyte, and of course, somehow the algorithm in the world somehow knew that I was talking about Digibyte. And I think that was like halfway through the course, I just saw this on Twitter that like basically like there still is a Digibyte community, right? But it looks like to me what happened. It's some Asian country. It looks like a family essentially took over the entire like Digibyte sort of like team or whatever, and it's like a Malaysian family who controls it now.
Okay.
And like they're like basically the only people posting about Digibyte is this family, and then they're having this huge like party, and it looks like India or something like. It was just like so weird to see that where like it's like the only people using Digibyte is this one specific family, like, and they're like partying and stuff and everything like. It was really funny. I was like, holy crap, man! So
it was
like,
weird, yeah.
Yeah, it was very strange, but besides the point, they're not shitting on them because I think it's a good coin. It's just they just didn't get enough people to get traction enough. Yeah. But it's a pretty crazy thing. But like I guess just to go back to like that whole thing about Bitcoin and the centralization and stuff like, that's like I don't know. That's like the like Bitcoin's kind of like you shouldn't be throwing stones in the glass house.
Yeah.
With the centralization, because like last time I looked, I mean, like go start Bitcoin mining at scale and stuff like that and see how cheap it is.
But it doesn't matter. Like what I would say to that, because like again, going to the corner arguments, right? It's like it's one of these things where it's like it's already centralized enough, right? And then like by mining and nodes, you can start a node. You don't have to like get rewards as a miner. Like I mean, there's an argument for everything. Both sides of the coin. It's whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, what is Bitcoin useful for? Well, it's a little bit more stable, right? It's a little bit more predictable. It's not going, it's not going away. It's going to stay here. You can put it in a Trezor, throw it away, not think about it for many years, and you'd be good. So like, it's the yellow rock of crypto, right? It's just as useful as gold in that way, right? So whereas like obviously Paxful doesn't want to ban or they don't want to ban the stable coins, right? So they have to use Ethereum. So they have basically just by their actions, they're admitting that Ethereum has utility.
Yeah.
Right, which they don't want to admit because I just don't see how most of these people that are entrenched in either only Ethereum or only Bitcoin still can't see that essentially they're like, it's like one of those things where it's like one orbits the other and like they create this whole like solar system of crypto and it's like you need both, right? They both do different things. They're not competing with each other. Like who gives a shit which one is more expensive or whatever, it's just like buy both.
Yeah. But I don't totally agree with that they don't compete with each other. They do.
They do for market share, but they don't for what their utility is, what their actual function is.
Right.
So, I mean, Bitcoin is more actual money, whereas Ethereum is more like, tokens that you're going to use for a specific purpose because you want something out of the network.
I would almost fight with you on that. Like this is what I'm saying. There's so much like everyone could just argue about everything. Like
but everybody does on crypto as well.
If I'm being for real, what like crypto is to me, it's not Bitcoin, it's Ethereum. Like after really being in the and this is coming from like a person who came from Bitcoin, went over to Ethereum.
Well, and we've been on both sides of the coin,
right? And it's just like in terms of like what if someone were to ask me in one word what like crypto has been to me, it's been Ethereum.
If I was gonna say which coin represents crypto the most, I'd say Monero. And
I guess what it's supposed to be and everything like that, but it's
just because like it has the all the properties that essentially we wanted to use at the beginning. Now it doesn't say where crypto is going.
Yeah,
I think it's what crypto has been or what the original vision of crypto was. But yeah, I mean nothing's perfect, right?
Right.
They all have their flaws, but what I'm trying to say is they basically need each other, right? If one goes bust, that's not going to destroy the whole ecosystem, but they've basically created a symbiotic relationship and the people don't recognize it.
Yeah. I mean, there's
some people don't recognize. The maxis don't recognize it. That's what I should say.
Right. I mean, there is that whole thing where like why like virgin coins do better than like coins that have been around a cycle or so.
Yep.
Now you still there's coins that have been around like something like Ethereum or some of the main ones. Some of them still do extremely well in the next cycle.
Right.
But usually it's because like the people from the previous cycle, there's some people that control so much of the supply that it's almost like this is a perfect example. Yeah, so it's like basically like these coins are acting like countries who had a baby bust. So there's a ton of old people that need to be supported, and there's not enough young people in the system anymore.
Right.
So you end up having these coins underperforming, right? And then you have a new system where like it's nothing but young people, and by young people we mean like brand new people. Action. Yeah, brand new people to the ecosystem, so we can just get to crazy prices, right? And that's I think it's a mark of a coin that's special once they've been around enough cycles where like then you get past that. I think it's really incredible.
Yep.
Yeah,
that's true.
And you have Ethereum. You could say Litecoin a little bit, but it's only like it only does that for like a little bit of the cycle, pretty much. And then it just at least from like the last two cycles. The last cycle I should say, not the 2017. It did very well.
Yeah.
But that was just pretty much discovery cycle because people like discovered it for like there was really no more like it was around since 2013, but like there's no users on it. Like.
Yeah.
Like we're talking about it was like a fragment of like whatever the Bitcoin users were at the time. Is that really true? Oh, damn, that's been down bad. BitBoy started pushing ICP. Yikes.
Well, Andreessen Horowitz has got some capital to spend, it sounds like then.
Yeah. Let's see. BitBoy was posting referral links to leverage trading while he was on vacation in the Bahamas playing Reno 911. Oh, that's funny. Jesus. But that whole centralization thing with like, dude, both of them are centralized. Is just like I'll concede this because I know this is true. Like Ethereum is more centralized than Bitcoin right now. It is.
Yeah,
right?
of course.
Yeah, of course.
And that's why they're trying to make the Bitcoin Max is trying to get up on their fucking
soapbox
and make themselves look good to the other maxis. Oh, all maxis should come to my business. I don't know. Like, it's just dumb. But like, that's why I just mentioned it because I thought it was hilarious. But
yeah. I mean, the thing is like the Bitcoiners are going to have their own problems eventually. I mean, given another 2 more halvenings and stuff, there's like, what's the, like, we'll see. We'll see how long before like there's a breakdown in the. I mean, there is that whole thing where like enough miners can just keep going belly up, and eventually the algorithm gets simple enough that like someone's gonna be in profitability because it's like, sure, if you own all the emissions, you're gonna be winning, right? But but I don't ever think it's gonna get that uncompetitive ever. Really.
No, for sure. Like Marco Strang makes a good chunk from it. He's the guy that runs Genesis Mining out. I think they have a branch out in Iceland and stuff. Like, that guy played it right.
Yeah, of course. It's all about getting cheap electricity and then cooling costs down.
Oh yeah. The dude was I think there's him and another guy had a similar story, but basically he was doing the Bitcoin mining in his apartment back in like 2010 or 2011, something like that. His girlfriend was like, "Get these out of here! They're so loud and you don't need them." He did at first, but then he was like, "Wait a minute," and goes to the store, buys all the GPUs, and then just devotes himself to mining it. It's just hilarious. But like, that guy played it exactly right because I think he ended up buying he was in Germany at the beginning. He ended up buying of a certain radius of Germany into Poland or something, like all the GPUs in that area to get into Bitcoin mining, and then eventually he made enough money to get over to Poland, or sorry, not Poland, Iceland.
Iceland,
and then that's where he's made all his money apparently. But
hey, man, shout out to Iceland. Iceland was the only. I think Iceland still is. They're still not under any I think they don't have a central bank.
Yeah, they're one of those. They're the only country that put bankers in jail back during the
2008.
During that time. So I remember that.
Look at that magic.
Beautiful, right? Yeah, exactly, right. Yeah. Well, there was the news at the beginning of December that apparently, right? I didn't go and verify this. So apparently, right, the Bank of International Settlement said it's okay for banks, in various countries to have 2% of their holdings in crypto if they so choose, or something like that. Yeah. I was like, oh, that's bullish.
Yeah, I mean the whole centralization sort of thing lies between there's this ideal that everyone wants, which is perfect democracy where everyone has the same vote, sort of thing, right? And then there's this whole thing where it's like a plutocracy where it's only the very, very, very rich elite end up winning, and then there's something more of I would say it would say an American republic in the beginning where it was landowning whites could vote, whatever. But and probably Ethereum is more or less heading towards basically you're rich enough to own enough Ethereum, where you're a landowning Ethereum person. Yeah. And so it's you have enough Ethereum to vote or care. But even that's bastardizing itself because of how normal people are acting. That they're giving most of their voting share and power to centralized entities.
Oh yeah. There's the top 4 entities that hold Ethereum for staking are Lido, Kraken, Coinbase, and Binance, probably.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I mean, for sure. Yeah, probably Lido being the biggest, and then I'd be shocked if it wasn't Coinbase.
They've got to be in there too. So those are the top 5, let's say, right? I mean, I saw some chart before. I was like, there's nobody else. No, there's maybe 4 or 5. That's it. That's all they got for competition. Okay. Yep.
We make a rocket pool, have the rest of it.
Well, hope 2 of those exchanges don't go down at the same time.
Yeah,
next bear market.
Yeah, not great. But I never was worried about Coinbase going down. There was a bunch of people saying people were worried oh no, Coinbase is going to go down. No, it'll be fine. And even right now, I think if they really needed to, they could go to the market and actually get money. It'd be expensive, but they could get the money. Yeah, they could get the money and stuff like that. And then it's a lot now. I preface this with saying people can lie. It's illegal to do this, but they could lie about numbers and they could be totally companies have done that, Enron and stuff
FTX
like that.
Did that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, FTX did it to a crazy level, but I didn't even know this. I thought Bernie Madoff it all went to zero. Nobody had their money out.
No, people ended up getting something back.
Yeah,
it was a lot of the Ponzi schemes. I think they ended up clawing back some as well. Right now, they're trying to for Sam Bankman-Fried. They're trying to claw back money from the politicians.
I would love to see that. I would love to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be entertaining. It's so, sir, you got reelected here this year. It looks like that's great. Congratulations. But you owe in this court case like $20 million or however much it was, right? And it's just like, what'd you spend it on? How are we gonna claw this back? What do we gotta seize here? It's like probably questionable items.
Yeah. You know who market timed everything perfectly? Pelosi. She got out right at the top, bro.
Yeah.
She's out. She's done. She's done with. She retired.
So when is she gonna do like on-chain trading? Because I want to get this account.
We
should be like, Nancy, we need to get you to DeFi. We'll need to make sure we track that wallet.
I don't know who's more profitable, Nancy, or possibly like what's it called, Mad Money, Inverse Kramer. I think Inverse Kramer might make more money. I don't know though, but
I bet you Inverse Kramer something along the lines of the same returns of like a beta fish or a hamster or something. You know how they have those sometimes on YouTube? Like it'll be a fish that like just randomly hits things and then
stocks and stuff.
Right. Yeah. I bet you like Inverse Kramer's like that for crypto.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, but dude, if I think the average is so far it was like when they first started it was like 72% on the year.
Okay.
And like I think they're still like averaging 40 now.
Solid.
Bro,
Paul Tudor Jones numbers.
Bro, can you imagine? Could you imagine? Bro, sometimes I wish I had a UK accent. Do you imagine? Can you imagine if like 3 years from now it's been 40% in the green for the past 3 years or something? Like, dude.
Hey, Bitcoin's better, but hey, Yeah.
But just to go off of one last thing, so obviously, like we said, Ethereum is it's basically much more centralized than Bitcoin. I mean, even before it was pretty centralized, but then it went more centralized.
Yeah.
But this is the thing the Bitcoiners don't like to hear is that they're heading towards centralization or themselves as well. Because as it gets more expensive to mine, and like I don't really want to hear it. Like every time I hear someone, well, no, Miguel, I mine with this and this and this, but it's not really scaled up. It's like most guys I know doing that, they're making less than $3,000 a month.
Oh yeah, it's not gonna be profitable if you're it's industrial only right now.
Right.
Like it's not retail anymore.
Now, just so I don't hear this later and stuff. Sure, if you got free electricity and you're running everything there,
which is how many lucky places in the world do you get that?
Yeah, right. Or you're stealing it, which a lot of them are.
Right. Or a military base, then
all kinds of stuff. Yeah, or somehow you're stealing it, right? Or you're getting the free electricity to run it and stuff, and you already have the equipment already.
Right.
So if your cost base, if you're gaming and you just you do this and then you get the free electricity, sure, you can eke out some money. It's like, bro, I'm making like $600 a month. That's awesome. Fuck yeah. But you can't live on that shit.
No.
But it's nice to get. Sure. Yeah.
And Ethereum had been profitable for quite a bunch of people or whatever,
right.
They did delay. They kind of, the fees for the miners. I mean, they were making good bank before Ethereum, ended up going proof of stake. So at least they got their bread before it left. But no, it's good to see crypto evolving, crypto changing. Like everybody, in a lot of other industries always wants things to stay the same because it's predictable.
Yeah.
The reason why we love crypto is because that's the fun part, right?
Yeah.
Figuring this all out, right? Which it's always changing. And I would just say, some of the best information I've seen out there from people who've been successful, from ourselves, from people who've been successful in our course, all those things, it's just all it comes down to is knowledge stacking, really.
Right.
Because a lot of the times for, when people are thinking to sell or they're not sure when to buy or they're not sure what to do with an asset, usually just comes down to knowledge. And not necessarily knowledge on price exactly, but confidence in why they bought it. Did they have a strong thesis as to why did they buy crypto? What are they going to use it for? What's the long-term goal? Not just thinking about the next few months.
But Charlie, profits now.
Well, yeah, then just short the shit out of the market into mid-January, and you should be good.
You heard it there first. Woo! This guy's coffee got me coughing, man. Jesus.
Yeah, I'm thinking. What do we got? It's 21st. We got 10 more days in this year.
Yeah. Kind
of crab around a bit, maybe dump a little. If we go below $16,400, we're gonna start dumping, bruh.
I wouldn't be sure. The last day of the year is probably gonna be a red day. Nothing terrible, but just wash trading. I mean, people love doing the wash trade and stuff, selling it or something. And probably the first is going to be a green day.
Yeah.
So say it's my chicken bones.
Then, mid-January, bro.
Yeah.
Time to buy. I don't know if you're not buying by the end of January. I think the Fed's not going to pivot in the way that people expect in that case.
No. Yeah, I mean, we still have at least 2 more meetings minimum.
Right,
in terms
right.
of raises and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then usually when they say, as soon as they go like, hey, we're not going to raise rates anymore, then there's another dump right there.
Yeah.
On top of that. So,
but yeah. And like, I don't want to talk too much about like, whatever the TradFi markets and everything, but like, by I think the next CPI meeting, the first CPI meeting when they have the changed weighting,
right.
February 10th. So yeah, mid-January to mid-February, I think that's where we have the best chance of a bottom being created.
Yeah. So get your orders in you guys and stuff like that, and then just be ready. I mean, just be ready and stuff like. I mean, we've been saying this on YouTube for a minute, but like, you guys should be, if you guys are DCAing, you guys shouldn't be DCAing all your money into cryptos right now. It should be a portion into like stables, the other portion into buying the coins that you're kind of paying attention to. There is a little bit of a muscle you have to build up a little bit,
right?
Which is like the DCAing muscle, which is you are buying coins that you do like, so you're watching them, but you're not investing all your capital. But by buying them on a regular basis, you can pull the trigger easier when you have to like do that bigger purchase when the thing goes like, holy crap, it's down bad. Boom. Because that was the same sort of thing where like I was DCAing down, and then there's just a point where like I say with Litecoin because it was like every week it was going down $10 every week, $10, and then it was at $34, and then 28. I was like, oh my God. I was just like, well, I mean, I there was a time where I've said this before on stream before where I was just like, screw it, if my money's gone, it's gone. I threw it in and then like bought it $22, and then it just like caught the bottom on it. But it's
always how it feels buying bottoms, isn't it? It's a little bit like just jumping off the edge and into the abyss and just see what happens.
It's a leap of faith, you know. And then it's a leap of faith. And now in my old age in crypto, I'm ancient in crypto. My old age.
Hey, I mean, we have to add up the dog years in crypto, but we're probably at least in our midlife. Right.
I mean, and we age in dog years.
Yep.
And stuff, right? I mean, and then, no, shit, I almost said it. Never mind. Never mind. Well, yeah, we age in dog years, but, you know, I mean, this is something I learned. I'm pretty happy with a decent, close enough price. Like, there's people that, like, they want the absolute low, or, like, let's just, like, recently, what was one that crashed? Oh, Hedron.
Right.
Hedron crashed to 11, and I bought my 12. Am I mad, really? Like,
yeah.
Not like right now it's sitting, I think, what is it, 13? 13 and some change. Like, that's perfectly fine. Yeah, because it doesn't matter. Like, now there's some people's like, oh, Miguel, like I caught 10.081 or whatever, or 10.0999 or whatever the fuck number they caught.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, bro. Congratulations. Yeah, that's it. But it's more or less like you're like the difference between like, Miguel, why didn't you buy Bitcoin at $3,100, which I did? Or wait, no, yeah, 30, maybe 34 actually, but 31. Let's just say Bitcoin crashed at $3,100. Miguel, why don't you buy at $3,100? Well, I bought it at $3,300.
Yeah,
fucking pleb, right?
Yeah. I would say usually that's like newbies in crypto.
Yeah, right? They don't get it. You know, close it, like you got that low close enough. It's fine.
Yeah.
You didn't buy $81 Ethereum? No, I bought $87 Ethereum. Wow, Miguel, you know, I'm questioning you right now. I'm questioning you right now, you know, like
the people that I question, right, is when we do form a low and we get the first pump off the low. Every time we get the first pump off the low, people are like, it's too good to be true. We can't be going up. They take profits.
Right.
Ooh, you know, and then they all the work that they did to create the low, look at the low, dollar cost average into the low, and they take profits on like a 2 or 3x or whatever, and then it runs past them, you know. It's just like, you know, shit happens.
Yeah, it's not great right there. Oh, thanks. $10 super chat from Mr. Angry Twinkie. Caroline Elson and Gary Wang pleading guilty to fraud charges according to the U.S. District Attorneys of Southern New York City.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's been a bunch of articles saying, like, is Caroline gonna stab Sam in the back or some bullshit? But, like, yeah.
For sure.
Of course.
She female.
Expect no less. But, yeah, that should be a fun drama, watching all that. Because apparently Sam was recently extradited to the States, so he's no longer in the...
Supposedly, I heard he got beat up.
Oh, good.
Yeah, he got beat up in Bahamas prison.
Yeah.
He got beat up in a prison or something.
Yeah, if you research anything about that one he was in, man, like it wasn't a pretty one. That's for damn sure. It's a little rough.
He was in jail. He was in jail. He was in booty butt jail.
Yeah, and it was like nowhere called like Bahamas, right? And like then like apparently, right? It's supposed to be made for like 3 people to sell, but there's always 4 to 6. Yeah.
Shed on the walls. Piss
Pretty
on
much.
the floor.
Yeah.
Everyone no flip flops.
Sam doesn't get a mug yet. No, he has to lay down. No, but
Jeez,
it's just,
man.
yeah, man. You know, but nobody feels sorry for that asshole.
Oh, and then there's a $5 super chat from Kyle. What's going on, man? In the fire, baby. That course was legendary. Thanks for adding more wrinkles for us, man. Perfect, man. Yeah.
Awesome.
Fuck yeah, man. Smooth brains and wrinkle brains make the money, man.
Oh yeah.
And speaking of that, man, can you share my screen for 1 second? Be sure to join the Citadel, you guys. We actually got something really cool going on right now. It's Fight Club rules. We can't talk about it. But if you join up now, you can get into it right now.
There you go.
But you have to, like, within the next day.
I was going to say, this is a Christmas special. Got to get in before the end of the Friday.
I cannot stress this enough. If whoever's like, just jump in. You guys got like a day and some change. Like, literally, that's it. And
the trajectory of your life can change forever. But
but yeah, definitely join the Citadel. It's $100 a month. It is an unbelievable wealth of information. You're also in the chat group with like some of the smartest people in crypto and some heavy hitter like dudes that are like DCA at the bottoms and stuff like that.
No, the next dude, the Citadel and already the Q4 Q1 courses, just the chat's awesome. But the Citadel, I think being in there, basically going through New Year's, January, and February, that's going to be like the best time to be in there, just to understand, all the research that people are doing and sharing with each other. It's just like invaluable in my opinion. But and then like the opportunity that we have, just in particular with this week, the week in terms of like the TradFi markets until Friday. Basically got until end of market Friday. You jump to the Citadel, you get the Fight Club rolls, all as well, and then you get to go and have a very merry Christmas. But yeah, and that's just like I think it's really interesting, kind of watching like what we're doing from if I was like looking at it from an objective point of view,
right?
Simply because, what other channels in crypto are actually like providing new opportunities and new things for new information for people to actually like jump on right now. There's so many crypto channels that basically just shut off.
Yeah.
Right? They're just like, see ya, peace, enjoy your holding your bags, like they basically
ICP, you guys, ICP.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one.
You'll never catch us shilling that bullshit.
Yeah, right.
Ever.
So, but anyways, it's just opportunities that I think most people don't get, right? We tend to be handed out like it's just a run of the mill thing around here.
Right. And there's just so much opportunity in there too, as well as every month that you resubscribe back into the Citadel, you get $50 off of the next course that comes out. So it's really cool, especially this one's gonna be a long one, man. If you signed up today and we don't launch it until April, you might be able to get like $150 to $200 off that course.
Yeah,
just off of that. So that's already a great deal. And then on top of that, you could pay with crypto.
Perfect.
15% extra off from there. So it's freaking sick, but. We're always bringing really cool opportunities to the guys inside the Citadel chat, as well as like when things are in the shitter and stuff. We're always answering questions, and then I do a lot of late night kind of AMAs and stuff in private for the guys, which I'm going to be bringing back pretty soon. I might even do it on Christmas. We might get a Christmas special. We'll see what's going on with that, but we have a lot of cool talks in there, and it's a great place to kind of organize. And then on top of that, if you're not in the Citadel or the Crypto Mindset courses, how are you going to go to the Crypto Mindset meetup, you guys?
I don't know. I think you probably wouldn't be able to.
I don't think I'd be able to at all. But yeah, we're going to be doing a giant meetup here in Vegas. I should call it an entire weekend debacle.
There was a good meme somebody made about it in the Q4 chat. Like, I won't mention it here on YouTube, but it was pretty good.
Right.
It's basically about comparing the cost compared to other costs. I'm like, you're not wrong. Yeah, this is a good deal.
I thought it was one about your dad. It's like, you get a drink. No, you get a drink. No, you get a drink.
Well, parties might be like that too.
me and your dad were fucking giving out Tokyo teas. Like, these business, we were like, so you couldn't go to the last one.
Yeah.
This one might so cool. Charlie's gonna be there. Charlie's gonna be there. You guys, Charlie in person, right?
We get all kumbaya and hug and all that shit.
Right. And this time around, this one's gonna be about like I would say 3 times bigger.
Yeah.
Just because the last one we really waited until for sure we got the venue. And
I mean, kind of fumbled it around a little bit, but I mean, we did have a great time, right? Or you guys had a great time, and we had a great setup. Most expensive party I've never been to, but it was definitely worth it. For the Moongang, it's one of these things where it's like, all right, let's, it's only going to get better from here. So
yeah, it's only going to get better from there. It's going to be at least 3 or 4 times bigger than the last one. It's gonna be kind of weekend long sort of thing. Probably a party somewhere in the middle there, and then a lot of hangouts before and after, and it's a lot of great memories and stuff. It's gonna be join the Citadel, get in the Citadel, you guys, because the first place when we start sales for that, it's gonna be in there only. And the cool thing when we do events like that is like they're basically for no profit at all. Like we literally
are no profit.
Yeah, we just really roll in all the money we charge for that just for everyone to meet up and have a great time.
Yeah,
which is really nice. I mean, the last one we did, we went really in the pocket.
That was a bit much. But like the ideal scenario is to make it like a potluck type of thing in terms of like, hey, you guys all pitch in, and then we just have a dope ass party based on that. But we want to have a great party. So we did go a little bit above and beyond, But hey, it's just what we do.
Yeah, it's just what we do. I mean, it's really cool, and we got to meet a lot of really cool people, and it's kind of cool to put like a face to like these usernames as well, And obviously, we always, if anyone like even before we started recording I had a guy go around in the party ask like, hey, do you mind being on camera or not? And we were really specific about not recording people that didn't want to be on camera, which is really cool. So. Yeah, huge networking event and huge kind of like it's also private as well and stuff we had security and everything. Yeah. But shout out to Jimmy. Yeah, Jimmy. Yeah, shout out to Jimmy in the chat, man. Yeah, Jimmy was like, well, where's Charlie? Where's Charlie at? And stuff like, no, he's not here right now. But let's drink a Tokyo tea for his honor. And so I was like, what's Tokyo tea? And it was basically a giant. It was a Asian AMF. Like,
What's an AMF?
Oh, it's like adios, motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
It's like this blue drink. It's got like 3 or 4 sort of alcohols in it.
Oh, it does not sound good.
Oh, it was delicious. It was great. Fuck what Charlie's saying right now. Shout out to all my MF motherfuckers. But it's basically it's a really strong drink that you get fucked up on, basically. Gotcha. Yeah. And then Tokyo tea is like a more green version. It has a little bit more like lime and stuff in it.
Okay.
Yeah, and
sounds something like they'd serve in Tokyo.
Yeah. But, and then me and Charlie's dad just started like. So like imagine an entire pool party, everyone drinking Tokyo tea, like pouring out for my homie Charlie who's not here right now.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, no, the thing that I'm excited about with this one is I think there's going to be a lot of fireworks around the timing, in terms of what's happening with crypto for the people who are really the value investors in crypto, because I think we will either have the lows or very close to them by the time that we do that.
Yeah. And
so it's like we did middle bear market one in the summer, and now we're doing basically like, hey guys, let's if the bottom's not in by that, we might have to do a sacrifice, Yeah. But like, it'd be like, if you want the bottom of the bear market to happen, the more people that end up at the meetup, the better. It's a better omen, I think, for how well the bull market will go from there.
We're going to have to do a champagne spray off, sacrifice champagne in the bear market.
But here's the other funny thing I think about, like the end of the last bear market going to the bull market that we went into going into 2021.
Yeah.
Was that technically, we did have a downturn in the second half of 2019 going into 2020, right, which was pretty much a mini bear market.
Yeah.
But we had a bull trend from the bottom of 2018 right into the summer of 2019, basically from $3,100 Bitcoin to 14,000.
Yeah.
And that move there, like basically people still call it a bear market, which just kind of gets me annoyed because like I like counting from the lows instead of breaking of the all-time highs.
Yeah.
Simply because that's where the money is made, right? If you're buying when things are breaking out into all-time highs, like it's good.
Charlie,
for
I'm here
trade.
for the fast money. I'm here for the fast money, Charlie.
I know you are, but hey, it's good for the trades, but it's not good for the investment side of it.
Right, and it's actually, it's like the patient and it's really the money gets transferred to the patient.
Right.
Yeah, the patient, right? So the people who get in could take that. I mean, to tell you the truth, it's not that, like, if you guys ever been in TradFi or whatever, like what's 2 years?
Yeah.
It's nothing. It's like 2 years have passed, but like I sometimes just forget. I was like, how long was the whole Android 19 thing? I was like, it was that long ago? I thought, like, I was like, really? We were talking about that in like early 2020? I had no idea. I thought it was just, I thought it was way, like, I thought it was like more of a, like, you just forget how long ago things are.
Yeah.
You know, like, time moves very quickly, especially as you get older. So it's like human memory is so fucked. Like, the way it really works is just because your brain's lazy and it just tries to, like, so anytime you're doing new things, like time moves slower. And when you're doing things that you do all the time, your brain compresses the memory down and stuff like that. So if you're like, so a lot of times when people are going, like, when you're in high school and you got all these classes and stuff, right? So it's like the first 3 months of you being in a classroom is very slow. 6 months into it, teleports. Last 3 months, tests and stuff. Like, yeah, so it's like the 6 month flies by in the middle. So 3 months slow, 6 months fast, 2 months slow, and that's usually how it works. And then just because you're doing the same thing over and over and over, and this is kind of what ends up happening. What it really affects people is outside of college and all that stuff, is that you get into your rut of your business or everything, and you have to do the same thing over and over.
Your day-to-day life.
Right, and then you start, like, time starts moving faster. Your perception of time is moving faster. Yeah, but it is fast. I mean,
the good thing about crypto is, an exchange collapse will wake you up from that.
An exchange collapse.
It's the jolt of caffeine that you need to wake yourself up in the morning. Sometimes in crypto, and get another FTX in your cup.
Shout out to Jerry with the $2 super chat. Welcome back, gents. Loading up on Hex and Hedron. Yeah, shout out to Hedron crashing. Some dude sold $1 trillion Hedron on the market, dumped the price down. Beautiful. Scooped up some at 12, man. And the chat's just going bananas, going, Charlie doesn't have legs, this is a lie, and stuff like that.
Just a floating. And
would you stand up for the crowd?
Hey there.
Hey, that's a green screen.
Oh my God!
No way! False, fake news.
But no, I think when we were in Fresh and Fit studio,
yeah,
like we were taking pics all there and everything. So
these guys are just trolling. There's no way. Like, come on. But like, some people were seriously like, I've never seen Charlie stand.
No, you know what I should have done at Fresh and Fit?
What?
I should have pole danced like Richard.
No! Start trending on Twitter.
And maybe that's what we have to do next time.
Charlie full splits like. Oh, that's funny. But yeah, Nellyville is like, I had free security walking around with Giant Leprechaun. Yeah, Giant Leprechaun's a tall dude.
Oh yeah, dude.
Tall dude.
Yeah.
Man. Let's see what's going on. Green screens, lies, rugged. No way. He did a spin for the chat. Let's see. Cinematic graphics at their fine. All right. You guys, like, we're. That's what they did. Side by side by you, Miguel. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But, I just saw it. Where was that comment? Wait, we sent Ukraine $150 million, but he can't even wear a suit. What? Oh yes, yeah.
Zelensky?
Yeah, he just wore like a T-shirt. He literally showed up to like Congress, like what's his name? What's that dude's name? The Bitcoin maxi guy that went off to.
Oh, Peter McCormick.
Yeah, Peter McCormick just showed up in a Metallica shirt, like basically.
Right. Oh, to meet the guy in El Salvador, right?
Yeah, the president of El Salvador.
Yeah,
at least wear a suit jacket.
You'd think so, right?
Right. He shows up in jeans and jacket, flip flops.
The Peter McCormick court ruling came in today. With,
what happened?
Craig Wright.
What happened?
So basically, remember how Craig Wright sued him because he was defamation of him calling him not Satoshi?
Yeah.
So the judge was basically like, yes, it was defamation. So McCormick doesn't have to pay, basically he was like, you have to pay for basically saying this shit that he wasn't Satoshi, but because he's lying about all the evidence in the court case, basically you just pay him $1 or £1 or whatever it was. And so like basically they both went through like 2 years or 3 years of a court battle, or maybe like 4 years already now.
Yeah.
And they just both spent like a shit ton of money.
This This reminds me of the classic stories, like when you get divorced from your wife, right? You know, your wife gets a third, you get a third, the lawyers get the third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this one the lawyers got everything.
You got everything. Down bad, you guys.
Yeah. It was just kind of funny McCormick side story there, sideshow or whatever, you know.
He's like, fuck. He still paid me that $1 though.
Yeah.
Craig. I mean,
one pound.
Recently, I think the last major exchange just delisted BSV. Recently, I think it was Bitstamp. No, it was the Tether's exchange. What was it called? Bitfinex.
Oh, yeah.
Bitfinex yesterday delisted Binance. I mean, it's called the Bitcoin SV.
Oh, good.
So it's like no of the major volume exchanges no longer like you can't get it anymore.
Perfect.
Yeah. About time.
Yeah.
Down with fuck that shit. There's actually a really funny story that I actually saw over the weekend as well. There's this super dumb project from like 2017 that was crying at Binance for delisting their project. He's like, well, then return our money that we used to get you into the well. Basically, when they paid 100,000 Binance tokens to be listed, but this is back in the day when that wasn't worth anything.
Right. But you had to have done it. Like you basically had to pay Binance some money to get on the exchange.
And there was this whole clause and rule and stuff like about as long as your project's doing this and this, if we delist you or something, we'll return some of that, right? You guys know how much 100,000 Binance tokens are? It's a lot of money. That's a lot. That's quite a lot.
Well, and yeah, I'm liking where Binance tokens going too. Actually, I think it's going to have another good run in the next bull market.
Definitely it will. Let me see. Just an experiment. 1, 2. Yeah, was that $24 million? Yeah, $24 million. Damn. Not bad. But I think at the time it may have been like 200 grand or 100 grand.
Okay. That
they did for the listing and stuff. And then basically the guy just like, it was this whole post and it made like Binance look really bad until then CZ came in there and said, yo, homie, you guys haven't done nothing with your project for years. Like, you're lucky you even stayed on the platform for so long. Because basically by being on Binance, they do get some volume, even if it's just even if it's just like, bots trading back and forth. I bet you that kept the volume something there, so that I bet you the founder was able to sell coins off for a minute. Yeah, just keep dumping and dumping tokens,
to the market makers.
Yeah, even if I mean, you gotta. He probably had to look at it as like basically there's $8,000 a day of people buying this coin. So the dude was probably selling $4,000 to $6,000 a day of coins.
Yeah,
even on a little shit coin. That's crazy, dude.
Hey, yeah. These guys, they got to get away with something, right?
Yeah. So that he was crying, you got rid of my fucking cash cow. What the fuck? Down bad.
My Binance miner.
Yeah, man. But interesting. Can you share the screen right now? But interesting right now. Yeah, we got a $16,840 Bitcoin, 1,200. I'm actually surprised. I thought Ethereum would actually be like 1,100 right now, but it's up a little on the day.
Yeah, it's like basically at about 1,200. Is a nice support level for it. So, I think it's going to take Bitcoin going below 16,000 really before you really see Ethereum starting to challenge like 1,050 or lower.
Right. And we got Tether at 99 cents and USDC at 99 cents. The great unpegging starts today. And no, yeah.
I'm trying to think about how a Christmas story starts. There's
on the first day of Rugmas.
There you go, something like that.
Satoshi brought to me Tether unpegging.
The cheapest Bitcoin in history.
And then it's like 2 gold doubloons. And Monero founder getting carted off. Sheesh.
Yeah, whatever happened to the fluffy pony guy?
He's in jail.
Okay.
They still in jail. I thought he was out or something.
Where?
Here, States.
Oh,
yeah, they picked him up. He had a connecting flight in San Francisco heading towards, was it the British Islands? He was heading off to some island, basically. Okay. And they landed in San Francisco. They picked him up on this.
Damn.
Yeah, dude. Not great. I don't think he deserved that thing, but who the fuck knows? Like, the thing is, when this is the whole, I know, there's one weird thing about Monero is that because it's so private and everything, you actually don't know what the real inflation rate is.
Right.
So I remember seeing this guy when Monero wasn't really that expensive. This guy was rocking like a Richard Mill, like I'm talking about like Richard Hart level Richard Mills.
Right.
just quietly. Like I was just because you would see like him like being next to Charlie Lee, and you know the what was that like Teletubby show they used to do?
Oh, they had some stupid like crypto friends or something.
Yeah, like the crypto. It was like I literally thought it would be a great crypto kids show, except they were being serious and they were being dorks. They should have just like
right. Well, you know, parents are going to be like, "You're teaching my children about crypto. Get off my TV." You know, like it's not going to be the most popular subject for children.
There's this post I'll put it on Twitter in a bit where like it's literally so they got the voice actor of Gohan. So like teenage Gohan. I'm sorry, they got the teenage Gohan and stuff like that for Dragon Ball Z to then do this entire voiceover over like my dad really needs your help right now. So you go ahead and just put your credit card number. We need to give him our energy. So it was like imagine like the worst grift ever because you're watching like can you imagine how many people if they actually it's fake. It was just like he did it for fun.
Yeah.
But like the whole voiceover was like you're watching Dragon Ball Z and like Frieza's about to beat Goku and stuff like that. So we have to send Goku or my dad energy. So what you need to do is go into your parents' wallet and get their credit card number. And that's fun. Like, no, bro, with the real voice actor, it is like. Yikes. Like when I first saw it, my heart skipped. I was like, "No!"
That's like the opposite to those those old people scams where they try to get like all these old people like, like I bet you they pull it off too.
Yeah, I'll literally play. Do we have audio right now? No. Nope. Down bad. I'll post it in the Discords and not Discords. Lol. Fuck Discord.
I was gonna say you are a little rusty today. Eh?
Yeah, I'm a little. Yeah, it's the first one back. Return of the Kings and stuff like that. We've been frozen in carbonite for a month. But I will say this though. Litecoin and Chainlink might be a play, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
No, actually, I would say. This is how down bad Litecoin is. Litecoin is a play. I was not going to say the play, but a play for the first half of 2023 for sure.
Damn.
But even saying that is something we haven't said in quite a long time.
Right.
Yep.
Now I will post this beautiful meme if I could find it.
Probably not.
Oh, I wish I could post this one. This one's so bad. Yeah, but I'll post it in a minute. But yeah, it is one of the best memes ever. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. But what's it called? Yeah, they arrested the founder. Well, I wouldn't say founder, but it was like basically everyone said like they think that he was the founder. But some people are like, no, it was a group of people and all that jazz. But they thought it was Fluffy Pony.
Yeah.
So
there's only one way to find out. I guess go through court and.
Yeah. It was Charlie Lee, Panda, Fluffy Pony, and then Samson. Yeah. I think the only one that's still kind of active, I think, is Samson here and there.
Yeah. He's still trying to get Guatemala to take Bitcoin.
Samson. You know something that was really funny? This is really fucked. Well, I don't know the whole story, but basically, like Samson had this white girlfriend.
Yeah.
Crypto.
What was it? Crypto. What was it called again? The Jim Bro or something?
Yeah.
I can't remember.
So he had this little skinny little white girl and stuff that was like I guess most guys were saying like she's like really pretty for him.
Yeah, she's way out of his league.
Right.
Yeah.
So there's like this dude's she's just with him for guap, which I think is just cope, for people. But
the meme was called Gym Friend. That's what it was.
Gym Friend. Yeah.
It was like some 50-year-old dude just.
Think about the most like pretty Chad 50-year-old like he's got gray hair, beard, but it's like super sculpted. Jacked, the guy's on TRT and stuff like that, and he's like, "Oh, he's just a friend. He's a gym friend, right?" So every picture that you would see her in the gym, that dude would be lurking in the background, kind of like, look at the background like this, or like, "Let me help you with this Bosu ball," right? And pretty much everyone was just like, "Your girlfriend's getting plowed by this 50-year-old, bro," and it got so fucking bad. Like, 'cause Samson was talking a lot of shit, and then people just like, "Damn, son,
down bad."
The pictures were bad because there's pictures of like the dude, like it's just like was really bad because they kept going on our social and the dude was there in the background all the time. So I was like, this is like she's lurking, bro.
Yeah, well, I think I was like I was trying to ascertain when I saw him saying something the other day on YouTube or something. I was like, they still together or did that like end their thing? I don't know, but yeah, down bad for sure.
Oh, down real bad.
But no, I think. So like I mean, there's all these New Year's things, right? Going into 2023, everybody always kind of does a little bit of a New Year thing. Like we won't do that here today, but just generally speaking, either with 2022 or 2023, either looking back or forward, like what would you say is something that you think is either something that people should remember about 2022 or that something that people should be looking forward to in 2023?
That I would say that, wow.
Or both. I got mine one for 2022 for sure.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably put it as like it's probably one of the most dramatic years we've ever had in crypto ever.
Yeah.
It was very eventful. This year has not been very boring. There was only like I think a month or two. I think it was like a month or two after we had Luna crash, where it was kind of like crabby, boring.
Yeah.
And then it got interesting again.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, this 2022 kind of exemplified two key things in crypto for me, which was just like don't trust, verify, and not your keys, not your coins. Like those two phrases in crypto, if you just followed them, you basically didn't get wrecked this year.
Yeah.
You're fine. So if you follow those two phrases and you know what they mean throughout the entirety of your life in crypto, you will be a happy camper. But it's funny, like I think, I don't know, what would you say? Like 70% of people out there weren't doing either one of those two things. They're either overly trusting of a certain protocol, or they, didn't take their keys off exchange.
Yeah, I mean, it was just basically they weren't really using crypto. Like, all right, we all use crypto to try to get wealthy and rich and shit, and of course, right? But then you also have to actually use the technology and actually know how to like take custody of your stuff. And then a lot of people were just passing off responsibility to other. Now that's normal. Like now, I will give it's normal in equities. But the reason that's normal in equities is because the entities that control that do that stuff are stealing yield away from you. Because like when you have your stock on like I don't know, let's just say E-Trade or something like that, you don't really have your own equity really, and they're kind of they're lending out your stocks and stuff. So you still have a custody, you're still getting the dividend yields from it, which I've always wondered how that does work and stuff like that. But like but these entities are selling off your data, and then on top of that, like they're also lending out your own stocks and earning they're keeping the money. So you buy it, and we just get the rent-free income off of it.
Sounds about right in TradFi.
Like I didn't even know that was going. Like, I didn't know that part of it was going on. I knew there was a bunch of cricket shit. Like I knew everyone. You know about the flash bots and stuff like that, and like about like front like something like Citadel. Like they'll sell your data to Citadel, and then Citadel will front run trade you and stuff, and they'll be able to like make fractions of pennies on every transaction you do.
Yeah, low latency trading.
Yep, and then it's just money.
Yeah,
it's just super profits, right? And then you heard like the whole deal with like once they're doing that, they try to buy apartments closer to like where the routers are, and then they
buildings.
And then from there they make sure that the cables are like specifically like super made of nothing but gold or silver, whatever can conduct electricity faster. And
several buildings or hubs of the internet actually run through New York City as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's just a crazy ass like sort of system how it just ends up working, but that just is what it is there. So, but certain things that work in TradFi, like the reason why like it even works in TradFi too is because anytime it was about to break, they just print money to fix it.
Right.
So we're in crypto, like even though it's bad, all the stuff that's happened now, and I don't ever wish for someone to lose money ever, but like I'm not trying to dance on anyone's parade, but like go look in the crypto mindset courses or the Citadel and stuff and ask them how many people lost money in Citadel. I haven't found one yet.
I haven't been looking, but yeah.
Because I'm in the chat's looking. Like no one's really complaining. Like it's just mostly like goddamn, like people are.
I guess
stupid.
the best thing that I've noticed in the chat is there's a few people in there who are getting nice wins like early in their crypto career.
Yeah.
Like I've noticed a few people who I don't know about the person in terms of their background, but like maybe there's some people who get kind of demotivated in crypto if they don't get like at least a win towards the beginning. So it's kind of nice to see people getting that.
Yeah. Shout out to the Trump NFTs.
There's a few people who are jumping on those, and I think a few people are already up a few X's on that.
Yeah, it's probably going to be a decent play, but I mean, right now they're a little expensive now.
Yeah.
I mean, you basically could have bought them for
you would
about.
have had to mint them on the day that they came out.
Yeah, And there's been like news too that I think Trump did print 1,000 of them for himself.
Yeah, I mean, what would Trump NFTs be if he wasn't doing a little, trading in the background himself?
Yeah.
I would expect no less.
Right.
Just makes the story that much more interesting.
But if you think about it, right? Like, all right, so he prints. Okay, serious mode. Investigative journalism, Miguel. I got to start getting hats like fucking like from Myron, except they're like me being in my different like personality modes or whatever. So I got to get an investigator hat and stuff with a little figure here. So so he basically creates a 45,000 NFT print. Like sort of run, right? So 45,000 NFTs, each one of them slightly different or the same, right? And there's a couple of them that have like a special sort of like, if you get this one, you get to have a dinner with me somewhere, right. Or you get to go play a golf or something like that. Pretty cool, right? Now those 45,000, if you think about it, right? 45,000 NFTs selling for $99. We're talking about basically $4.5 million.
Yeah.
Kind of chump change.
Yeah.
For Trump.
But it does help. I mean, campaign financing, every cent counts,
Now, I think this is more of a political play more than anything. I don't, because 45, like if he really needed money, or he just very easily just get loans or do something like 4.5 million is still a ton of money.
Well, it's still something.
It's still something, right?
Yeah.
But I think think about it. So okay, let's stop thinking about this as like he's made this much money, right? Let's think about it in terms of market cap now. So so watch this. So his NFT when it came out, the market cap was $4.5 million. Now where is it at? It's probably a $15 to $25 million market cap token.
Yeah. With watermarks on each picture, but.
Charlie, stop dumping.
I mean, that's part of the charm.
You're hurting the bags, Charlie. Stop.
Part of the charm.
Hit the Pepe. Charlie, I gotta talk to Charlie private. Damn, I gotta like Charlie giving away all the sauce right now. Stop, Charlie. They are like if anyone's seen Margin Call, we're selling at a fair price to qualified market participants. Okay,
that is true.
Yeah, no, but I stopped thinking about this thing as a shit coin or like as an NFT. I started thinking of it as a shit coin, and thinking of it that way, it's actually very cheap if you think about it. Like. Now, obviously, if it's 0.7% of an Ethereum, I forgot. I got to look at the. But let's just say it's just to make the math easy. It's like $500 per one, right? So it's done a 5x from 4.5, right? So it's like somewhere in the mid 20s right now in market cap. That's still very, very cheap. And if you actually look at something like a Bored Ape Yacht Club, right? Like if I were to look at the total supply, it's 5,000, and then each one's worth like a couple $100,000, like that. So it's probably in the mid. It's like $100 million sort of shitcoin, or actually no, maybe $250,000 or maybe $1 billion, right? I'd have to look at the math. I'm just doing it off like just the dome here. It's at the bottom of a bear market. The Trump NFT shitcoin is like $25 million. And we're not even like we still have all of 23 and then 24 then we got the presidential race.
Yeah, that's the angle that I was looking at. So the angle that I'm looking at is more of like the smooth brain version of crypto.
Yeah.
Right, which is just he basically anytime you mention Trump NFTs to anybody, they either love it or they hate it. Right? So that's great right there, right? Because it's good marketing, everybody's going to hear about it.
Right.
Perfect. As long as everybody knows about it, that's all that matters. And then, right, you buy $100 worth, it's going to go up to like probably about 10x each because this is at the bottom of a bear market, bro.
Right.
So you buy in the bear market, you sell in the bull. Like in the middle of the bull, we get the halving of Bitcoin. So
August, right? I think it's
No, May, June.
Oh no, I'm thinking Litecoin. Litecoin's August.
Yeah. And then you get the election. No matter which way the election goes, people are going to be trading those, selling those, talking about that. And then if he wins the election, your bags just, so And I think even if you lose the election, because the bull market's still going, they probably still appreciate.
So it's interesting, right? So it says they're 0.23 Ethereum right now, so less than a 3x. Well, let me look at the Ethereum price. 0.23.
I don't think Ethereum's changed too much since it came out. I think they came out at like 0.3 or 0.03.
Okay, so they're three. Yeah, so they're almost $300. Let's just round it up to $300.
Yeah,
so 300
3x.
So it's on a 3x, and so I think at the peak they were higher though. I do remember them being much.
Well, probably
they sold. They probably sold out.
You can go to OpenSea and see a chart actually.
Yeah, I'll look at that right now in a minute.
Yeah,
but it is interesting, sort of, because I think that this might end up being like this is retarded enough to work.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
The smooth brain version of crypto. It's like, I mean, Bored Ape Yacht Club, all that stuff. It's like doesn't really take too much of a narrative, right, in NFTs to get them going. Now, the only thing is like really the scarcity, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot less scarcity with something like that.
Can you share my screen?
Now there's two other ones.
Bro, I can't even make it up. Like, the first thing you see is trumpets of fucking wayfarers.
It's, ho, ho.
Bruh.
Can't believe this is real.
I couldn't either. When we first saw this, we were like, is this like a scam? Like, is this actually legit, or is this like...
He's taking other people's photos and then just putting his face on it and calling it a trading card.
There you go. I heard they have watermarks on them. I haven't looked to see if they have them, but like,
yeah,
it's hilarious. But it's one of these things where it's like, you get people enough of a dopamine hit on either, freaking out and like saying shit they hate about him, or it's basically on a dopamine hit saying they love the guy, either or, they're going to have a feeling about him. And that's really all that matters when it comes to, having a market, right?
Yeah.
You just need to spike people's emotions one way or the other.
Now check this shit out right here on Polygon.
Yeah. It's available on Ethereum, Polygon, like through Polygon.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, he's taking the Disney route,
No, I feel actually this is actually a decent like distribution, 34% unique.
Yeah,
that's not bad. That is getting closer because like something Anorak always like had a rule of thumb was like as soon as it gets like 21 to 25, it's a little centralized. Like it's because you basically where things can really pump is when like there's like if there's five, like as an example, there's 5,000 NFTs and there's 4,000 owners. That means the average guy's got one.
Right.
So it's a lot more spread out. So then if someone does want to concentrate the supply, then that could cause like upwards price movement in it and stuff. Versus like when you get into an NFT, that's like there's like 4,000 are owned by 3 wallets, or you know what I mean. And when it's very centralized, and like so the average guy has like 0.5% of an NFT. If they average it out and stuff, that's not that great.
Right.
But 45,000 is a nice amount and stuff. So the reason we're even talking about this, can you put it on the screen one more time? Yeah, with NFTs is just like this is like this kind of crazy kind of like bear market bullshit that like this is like, oh my god, this guy in a Santa hat with $100 bills.
Part of me was thinking, to be honest, like it's not a bad time to put it out, right?
Yeah.
Like if it was in January, right? It's one of those things where it's like it almost could go up only, right? And it might actually do that. Like a lot of NFTs, right? If they are done well, they actually do hold up, at least an ETH value pretty decently, right? Obviously the Ethereum value will fluctuate, but it is what it is.
It is what it is with these cards. But I will say this though, is like this is something I will be looking into, but I haven't purchased any yet.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah. But
I was trying to that first night. I was like thinking like, hey, some asshole out there is gonna want to, go to Mar-a-Lago and have a dinner, right?
Yeah.
So like I'd sell that, right? Perfect. How much money do you think I could sell that for? I bet you I could sell that for $50,000.
Oh, a lot, yeah.
And like then you get I forgot all the different events you can get, but you basically can win a bunch of different things if you bought the $4,500 one, because it was like you buy like all like I forgot what the pitch was, but it's like I bet you anybody who bought that probably is going to turn $4,500 into at least $500,000.
Right. Now looking at this, right? So let's just look at it in the market cap again, right? So $4.5 million market cap times it by 3, so it's like what, $14 million market cap, right, for it right now. Now, when you have a very tiny market cap like that, or just total vol, like it is very easily to pump and dump it.
Right.
Right. And this is the kind of the interesting thing where like like a lot of like now if you just look at the optics wise, I think no matter who wins the next presidential election, whether it's Trump or Biden or whatever, or maybe Kamala Harris or whoever they put up there, or Weekend at Bernie's, whoever they put up there, right? They're both going to be kind of shitty for crypto, no matter what.
Yeah.
So even if now with this, now it's gone to like the one thing I will say about this is kind of halfway decent. If let's just say Trump wins, is that because he has his own NFT, it looks like he's going to go soft on the NFT people. And it's like, we're just kind of guesstimating here, but this is, if I were just to go like, why would he put a bunch of laws that will like put him under like even some attack and stuff, right? So this is actually kind of bullish for the NFT side, but still there is a lot of like, there's a lot of NFT guys that are like under this, we're talking to Myron from Fresh Event about this and stuff like that, at some point there's going to be some cases where he'll probably review on Fedit, them going after all these NFT dudes who just straight rug pulls. 18-year-olds with Lamborghinis. Like, Fred, like, I couldn't believe some of the stories Fresh was telling me of like because he saw it firsthand. Like, because he was here in Miami the whole time for the whole bull market. Yeah. And he was just saying like the clubs are just filled with like these dudes that like, bro, they look like they're 18. Like, what are they? And they have more money than anybody. Yep. And like now they're like down bad. Like there was this like confession that I retweeted on Twitter and stuff. I'll see if I can find it. Where like I would almost want to read this one out. Let me just go to my Twitter real quick. It is just so incredible. Let me see tweets. Okay, can you show my screen one more time? All right, confessions. I came up from literally zero funds, farming airdrops and going all in on NFTs. Ran up my funds to several $1 million. Rented supercars, partied in different continents every month, and now I've got less than 5,000 in my bank account, and I got a Brazilian stripper pregnant.
Yikes! Yikes! Sounds like John Anthony.
Dude.
Except for probably other details on that one.
Yeah, this one just like goddamn. Like this one went pretty viral. Like like right now the confessions and stuff are pretty low right now, but like, damn. I got less than $5,000 in my bank account, and I got a Brazilian stripper pregnant.
Twitter.
All right, let's. Oof, down bad, guys, down bad. Oh my god, he kind of looks more. But like this is what like. There's a bunch of mismanagement of funds now. So this is something that that people get a lot of value out of our courses and stuff. So throughout all the crypto mindset courses we've ever done and all the thing we told people not to quit their day job. Yeah. Now, if we've had people like tell us our kind of things in private, like if it's like an easy move or like, well, you're moving like you're minimum wage, go move to another minimum wage job. That's like, why are you dealing with that bullshit?
Yeah, now, improve your situation.
Correct, right?
Improve your income streams.
Right. If it's very easy for you to do something like, yeah, do that instead. But there's some people who are in a very nice position where they are making good money, and it's like
they think the grass is greener on the other side or something.
Right, and it is not easy. Let me tell you that right there. Like some people are like who are even good at trading still like feel like they're fucking up because it's like they could have had way more crypto if they just had money coming in instead of having to buy and sell crypto off. It's like if you just imagine you just kept the profits and that didn't roll them, and then like you could roll them, I'm saying, and then could have grown into something gigantic and stuff. So like the time to quit if you're gonna quit your job in crypto is basically when things are trying to get really hot again.
Right.
So like
and after you've paid your taxes.
What are these taxes you speak of, Charlie? No.
Just as a good law-abiding citizen. Miguel,
was that your confession? No. She would have been a Latina. Should have been. Find out that'd be fucking crazy if I find out like I have like this is like 10 years, 15 years from now I've got like 15 kids. I didn't know about. Like, holy shit. Genghis Kong out here. This is my white son. This is my Latino son. This is my black son.
You'd be like, okay, Ethereum for each. All right, now get the hell away from me. No.
All right, when I die, my sons, not my daughters. My sons, you will get one word of the seed phrase.
Multi-sig is
the kids fighting the Kumite to see who can get the seed phrases.
That actor, yeah. There you go. You can make a reality TV show to that.
Yeah, all right.
Make some money.
That's funny as hell, man. Or just make a rat. I mean, you ever seen the Rat Race movie?
Yeah, I like that movie.
Giant rat race movies. Like, all right, Silvertown, New Mexico and stuff. The first one there gets the seed phrases.
Actually, be a good movie, crypto version of Rat Race. I like that idea.
Yeah. We'll be definitely making some
Because,
movies.
dude, can you think of the characters? Jesus fucking Christ. Like SBF and fucking Caroline and fucking like.
I would love to have Kobe in the movie.
You get
Kobe in the movie.
You get Arthur Hayes. Like
Arthur Hayes being in the movie would be insane. That fucking repair flight.
it'd just be too good. But
oh my god, Ledger on a fucking on a fucking on a forklift, just like that.
Well, I gotta kind of remember, like you can sometimes mirror the ones from the older movie to the newer movie.
Yeah.
But, like I bet you just like, yeah, you could probably make up something pretty hilarious. But I haven't seen anybody come up with a crypto monopoly, or at least not a good one. Like there's no official one, right? There's at some point there's got to become like crypto monopoly, and there's just got to have Sam in the corner in the jail, holding the bars.
So all right, so you know the cheap ones,
or Mashinsky, either or.
So in Monopoly, you know how like there's like the ones next to go, the cheap ones, the brown ones.
Oh yeah, what are those called again? I forgot the names.
Whatever they're called, right?
There's 3 of them, yeah.
No, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them.
Oh, just 2 of them.
The two brown ones in the beginning there, and who would be the influencers in that category? The shit of the shit.
Yeah, I mean, you could always go with meme coins there.
Yeah.
I was gonna say Dogecoin, right?
Yeah,
that'd be like the Dogecoin spot.
Yeah, we have a little more respect for Dogecoin. I would go with maybe like one of its bastard children. I don't know the names of them all, but
I would do one on influencers and fuck all the coins. I feel like there's less drama there's more drama with the coins than there is like doing the influencers. Like I might have to work on this one. I might. That'd be funny to release that.
We might have to mull this around a bit, like
just take the billionaire a Monopoly, the one where they have the cards instead of, and it has a little calculator, and then just reskin it.
There you go. Yeah. There you go. Just add a little more flavor with the crypto culture.
I'll work on it over the holiday and stuff like that, and then I'll have a vote. I'll show you guys what it's gonna look like, and then we'll vote over like spots for certain influencers in the Citadel.
The one video, speaking of Monopoly, the one video that keeps popping up on my YouTube that I haven't watched yet, right, is like they're apparently like the McDonald's like Monopoly game was like a huge scam.
Yeah.
But I haven't like read into that or watched any of that stuff. But like, yeah, it was just like.
For 5 years, I think it was like 5 or 6 years they rigged it.
Yeah,
and then now no one even believes in it. Even now they like no one.
Is it still going on?
Yeah, it's still from time to time. I mean, last time I checked, maybe 2-3 years ago, I think they still did it. Yeah, it always went. I mean, I didn't really like. I never expected to win anything like that, but I always thought it was like, I was like, oh, cool, some free fries or something. So I'm like, cool. It's called Skid Row, Charlie. What?
What?
I don't know. That was Moonman West. Just said that.
Yeah.
Oh, having Jim Cramer on that would be incredible. Where would Jim Cramer go?
Good question.
Damn, son.
Yeah, I haven't watched the movie in a long time, so I have to watch it again.
Yeah. Just a trap. Oh, my God. We would definitely have to have a guy that looks like Peter Schiff.
Oh, yeah.
Peter Schiff guy and stuff. Yeah. I almost want to do this movie now. Like, holy shit.
It's too easy.
What, dude? When me and Charlie really make some money on this next bull market, man, we're gonna start doing some dumb stuff in the bear market.
What did you spend that $25 million on? Crypto rat race.
Crypto rat race.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called Skid Row. Really? Oh, I had no idea. Huh?
No, it's not the official name of it.
No, I know it's not, but it's like the.
But yeah, you could call it there. Yeah. Why not?
I'm gonna butcher your name. K Hair T. When's the next crypto mindset course opening up?
Never, ever again. It's out of business. Sorry.
It's out. Done. Rugged. Sorry.
Out of stock. But yeah, probably this spring, right?
Yeah, pretty much. But Hex users not affected. Yeah, that actually quote has been pissed. Like, oh, dude, like, who's that guy who always makes fun of Hex all the time? What's his name?
Wall.
No,
Eric Wall.
Eric Wall, right?
Yeah. He
started shitting on Cardano recently, pretty badly.
Okay.
Yeah, and then basically saying like, at least the Hex guys made some money, and like these Cardano people are just like middle class schlebs. I was like, wow. Eric Wall's
He's just trying to get those dopamine hits there. He knows the game.
Yeah, he fucking killed me with that shit. I was really laughing. I was laughing a little too hard at that. But let me see if I can find it. Oh, it's so incredible. But anyway, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell, man. Only 117 likes, over 180 people watching. Shame on y'all. And if you haven't seen it already, man, join the Citadel, you guys. The Citadel is open now, and we're doing something really special. If you do sign up right now, you can get in, but you really would only have about a day or so to get in. So it's like,
can you elaborate on that?
Yeah. So we're doing a little special like Fight Club sort of thing for the Citadel. I can't go into too much details about it and stuff, but basically it is I think a pretty good opportunity. Now, but it is the sort of thing where like no other group's really doing that for you at all, and we'll put in that kind of work to try to get these sort of opportunities for you. So that's as far as I can go into that without like disclosing more.
Yeah, I can just say, in terms of where it's positioned, once in a bull market opportunity. I'll just say that. Yeah,
into a sector that we really like, that we think will do really well and stuff like that, But sign up for the Citadel, and then on top of that too, for all the guys who miss up into the course, go into the Citadel chat. It'll keep you informed and everything like that. And when the next one launches, then you'll have a discount to get in.
Yep.
So that's So if you missed the crypto mindset, because we're getting that question a lot. Yeah, if you missed it, join the Citadel, and then from there you're not going to miss it, because if you're in the Citadel chat, you're going to be paying attention, and you at least want to be plugged in somewhere, so you guys are like see the action a little bit, because a lot of these are chats where people are being really honest and stuff about positions, or like I just did this, or like in a lot of other like Telegram or Discord chats, there's a lot of people fake buying and fake selling and doing all this other stuff, and like people are telling more of the truth in this chat versus other chats.
Yeah, we're legitimate, and the reason why is they're legitimately like asking for help from each other and sharing information, sharing ideas, and a lot of good stuff.
Definitely. Utility. I hope the courses are still getting some of that Metallica. Just saying.
Oh yeah.
We
get all sorts of stuff.
I was literally today. Now me and Charlie were arguing in the background before the show started. That so I always have these giant like playlists for the courses, right? And today I was like making another play. I was just adding to the playlist, and I was doing all this country music, right? But I'm and there was Miguel, this fake ass country music, and I was
no, you're doing like a Weird Al parody version.
That was not Weird Al. This is like songs from the 1930s, 40s, and 50s, and you're giving me
No, not that one. You're talking about a different one.
No,
I was talking about the one that you were literally playing on the computer here.
I played two. I played two. The third one was just me making fun of it.
No. The one that you usually play in the car that we played in the course. You also played here. That was the only one I was talking.
The Rich Son Bitch.
I love the song, but I'm just saying, like there's these certain types of country songs out there that they're not a parody, but they should be. Those you got to find the sweet spot on those ones.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's like, my tractor and me.
My favorite one is just from back in the day is She Thinks My Tractor's Sexy. And like the music we did of that, man, I can't tell you. It was amazing.
Have you seen the Bo Burnham stand-up routine with country pandering?
I don't think...
blue jeans, a red pickup,
I don't think I saw that one, but I saw his... he did this really amazing one where he was like... He had this whole like song he made up or whatever... on stage or whatever. He's a pretty good comedian.
Music comedy is hilarious.
Yeah, exactly. But country, man.
There's a lot of genres in country. I was just talking about this is just this is more of a classic cowboy like country versus like the pop shit though.
I was just talking about like because we were going for funny, right?
Yeah.
I was just talking about like the terrible like pop country shit.
Yeah. I mean, just because I was actually being very serious. Like, this is real country. What I consider real country. What I like this.
I don't think you played that one though.
No, I did.
Oh, okay.
I played it originally, and then you were saying about that, and I was like, oh, okay. Well, let me go to funny.
No, I thought that was already that one. I guess maybe I wasn't listening.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, sorry.
Down bad. One day I'm going to sell the playlist for billions of dollars. Yeah, everyone asks me all the time, and at some point I'm gonna have to create because like the way I have my playlist now, I can't really share it out. There's no way to share it. So I got to figure out a way to make it shareable.
You got to get somebody from the community who loves the playlist so much that they're willing to go to all previous Crypto Mindset course videos and write down all the songs and make it. And I think that's the way to go.
Real Too Shabby is like it's called hip hop. Oh no. If you need a country playlist, hit up Waller. No, I've been trolling Waller pretty bad. Like I've been sending him songs and stuff. Like the Rich Son Bitch was the last one I sent him. But there's some of these ones where I just can't send him because it's borderline kind of like Rainbow. Or,
okay.
Yeah, borderline. You're eating a glizzy. You know what I mean? But no, man. Yeah, man. Country is really cool. But the whole thing is yeah, it's like looking so inward. Like I saw what I would say with hip hop, how it went. Hip hop did the same thing as well, where like it's like I almost like. We love hearing violence and we love hearing drug shit and everything like that, but like we're hearing it like from a bunch of people who don't do it at all.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like clowns. It's like fake shit.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Like, do I believe these guys are killing? Like, bro, half these rappers are like this tall.
Yeah.
Like literally 5 foot nothing. Like if you met your favorite rapper, you'd be surprised how short they are. That's why like rappers like 2 Chainz who's tall or Snoop Dogg who's tall. People are shocked when like they meet people like, damn, if you're
Snoop Dogg looks like he's really
he's really tall. He's really tall. Yeah, he's tall. I mean, obviously as you get older, you get a little shorter, but like he's tall. He's pretty tall, dude. Pretty smart, super smart guy. Really dialed into crypto as well. Like super in the sandbox.
Yeah, actually going back to the subject of the show.
Oh no, this is the crypto.
I'm just fucking with you, but like
Return to the King.
But no, I mean, yeah, he is. I mean, he's. A lot of the stuff he touches in the NFT space turns to gold. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. So shout out to Sandbox. I mean, he'll single-handedly probably save and bottom out like Sandbox more than any GameFi protocol, just because if he's still backing Sandbox, which you look like he still is, it's gonna do halfway decent. But that's kind of the stuff we teach people. Is just like people would be surprised that like he's like a very leading character. Like he's always a big innovator. I got a lot of respect for Snoop Dogg. He's always been since the jump he came out, right? He really leaned into the whole weed rap and stuff like that, and pretty early on, and it was kind of a safe. It was like it's just marketing into a niche where like people are very loyal, and it kept them very relevant for a long time. Yeah, and it like up until the point now where it's like if you're a weed rapper, it's kind of like you're just like you're shilling like cigarettes almost.
Yeah, well then he got people basically like his personality so much that basically he's never going to be irrelevant again. Like unless he goes crazy or something.
Shout out Kanye. I still support Kanye.
Unless he's trying to break his contracts or something. No.
I mean, that's really the real reason, man. He wanted to get out of those contracts. Yeah. Pretty smart and stuff. He wrote a G thing. No, he's a great rapper, man. Putin's 5'7".
I love during the bull market all the Putin memes with him like fighting the bears and shit.
Yeah,
that's good stuff.
I think what was it? 5 foot nothing is like 5'5" under, or like 5'3". I forgot what it was. The joke, like when someone says 5 foot nothing, it's like I think it's like 5'5" and under. I think if I remember right.
Yeah, it's about right. Yeah.
Because 5'7" is not that short or nothing like that. But when you get 5'5", 5'4",
it starts getting bad. Yeah,
down bad. Like I was actually talking to this chick over the weekend and stuff about like it's just like it's fucking crazy how much surgeries there is for women. It's like there's like nothing for you guys. She had seen like this Asian. She had like a friend or something that was like this Asian friend, right?
Right.
And she's like, that bitch has gotten so much surgery. Like she don't even look the same anymore.
Dude, those Korean chicks, man, fucking hell.
Yeah,
they're like mannequins.
You want to elaborate? I mean, you have a little tad more experience on the outside.
Yeah. But like they get these like the eye things.
Oh, the round eye thing, right?
Yeah. Well, like basically what they do is they take it here and they flip it up. Yeah, bro. It's not good.
Damn. Is it because like because I think I've read some of the stuff before where like it has something to do with anime because anime like has like the rounder eyes or
well it's also like I think Western culture like basically they're like they want to be like the people that they see on the movies basically.
Right. Now the chat right now is going crazy over like this whole like height thing right now. It's like everything below 6 foot's actually 5'6" and below.
Yeah,
now,
right.
I will say this, like honestly, girls have terrible depth perception.
Okay.
Like actually, factually, like not terrible, but like it's slightly shittier than guys.
Gotcha.
But their depth perception, they trust me. Like most girls are like they would think like a 5'5" guy is 6 foot.
Well, but they're thinking about when they get in heels too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, no. Besides, I'm talking about
like most girls will be like 5'4", 5'5", 5'6".
Yeah, of course.
So like basically just they don't want to be shorter than
they don't want to be shorter than you. Yeah, which is fine. Yeah, but I'm saying most guys like most girls are shorter. They're 5'5" or shorter and stuff like that on average. Maybe 5'6". So if you're 5'10", she got heels on outside of maybe she's on those platform stripper heel 10-inch pumps or something like that. You're taller, right? But what I'm saying is like most like. There's this whole like guys like there's we even tell this as a joke and shit. If you're 5'10", just say you're 6 foot. Dating apps, I mean, like I give you the pass. You know what I mean? But there's this huge like most guys. I've had like guys up like straight up to my face like, and I know they truly believe that they're not lying. It's like I've had guys like all my life tell me like, oh yeah, man, Miguel, I'm 6 foot and stuff like that. I was like, oh cool, and I was being 6'1" exactly. Like I was like, oh, interesting, right? When they're like this tall, like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? But it's just like, I hurt their feelings and shit. But like, some people legitimately think they actually are, and I really know. And I've talked to some of these guys before, and like they're like, oh yeah, man, like, because they had never measured themselves. They just roughly like, oh, I'm taller than most people I know because there's people way shorter than them. Yeah, you be 5'10" and totally think you're like 6 foot, like not.
I guess so.
Yeah. I know this whole height thing's kind of crazy, but like that's what I'm saying. There's a ton of dudes are delusional about their height. Yeah. And then women are delusional on delusional squared on the height and stuff. So like there's this whole thing where like there's these 5'2" girls that are saying like I'm gonna date 6 foot tall guys, and then you actually look at who they're dating. They're dating dudes that are 5'8". You know what I'm saying? Like there's this huge amount of delusion and stuff like that when it comes to it. And now like some apps are trying to add like actual height. So guys can't lie by their height now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so watch this. So in Europe, and so here's the red pill stuff. Hope you're happy, Rollo. Red P for the red pill. But like so in Europe, right? So in Europe they do centimeters, right? Yeah. Now because so remember in the courses, right? We teach things about unit bias. Right. So it's like, oh, I want to get to 1 Bitcoin. I want to get to 10 Ethereum. They want to hit these nice big round numbers. Yeah. Well, the big round number in girl now and for height is 6 foot. Yeah. Whether they don't know if they don't give a fuck. Like it doesn't matter. Yeah. But like they're like that's a cool number to say. Like I want 6 foot. Yeah. The 3 6s, right? 6.
Yeah. 182 in centimeters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, yeah, I think if you're
182. Yeah. Is that 6 foot in a? Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I think it's like 182, 183, something like that.
So they've seen on the apps that the girls, so Tinder and all these apps and stuff in Asia and in Europe and stuff that do centimeters, the girls are way, 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 way less hung up on height.
Interesting.
But in America, you guys are down bad. They all want 6 foot. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. If you're 5'10", 5'9", 5'10", guys, man, all my kings out here, just put 6 foot on that shit. I'm gonna go put that. But like you gotta market. And there's guys who are really tall that actually lower their height as well. Yeah. On top of that, because it's it's kind of funny because we've talked to people who are like 6 foot. I mean 6'6", and they're like, yeah, I just put them 6'3". Or 6'4", because 6'4" is like the sexy number for height is 6'4".
Well, because you start basically like what 6'6", you start being like an outlier. Yeah,
dude, even 6'3" is an outlier, really. I mean, like it's a true 6'3". Yeah, it's trust.
Yeah, maybe I don't know, but yeah, it's just interesting to kind of see the difference. But like, yeah, I would say like in Japan or just in like other countries and stuff like that, they'll be like, oh, above 180 is good, generally speaking.
Yeah. It's short king's rule. Yeah, no, definitely. Kryptonite. Oh, that's funny, man. Hey, you guys, so computation fails. Like PulseX definitely going to the moon, at least 1,000x within 2-3. Okay, yeah, that's good. But like, let's not talk about X's until it launches.
Well, this is one thing I was going to say earlier in the show. Yeah. Right, which was, I mean, right now is the best time in the market. Like I'm dreaming of X's, to be honest. Like if I was really honest, right? Yeah. I'm dreaming of, where the bags are going to go a year or two from now. Right. So I understand like, hey, we don't want to promise anything and jump into the moon math. At the same time, I'm like, I understand the feeling. Yeah.
I mean, if you see where Hex is done and stuff like that, yeah.
Right. That's as far as you can logically go because there's no way to like really logically with the data that we have now to say any specific prices or number of X's.
It's just because this is a big pet peeve of mine just because like I've seen some really stupid like arguments and like really dumb numbers come out because of like these kind of inflated numbers in like the test nets originally when they first came out.
People grasping at straws.
Yeah, and it's just like you guys are gonna do really well, you guys, but let me just like once it launches and we got some numbers, then we can extract, then we can play like I want something, I want the tangible, like I want to see once I can play around, like once it's tangible.
And here's the thing, once you can actually get money out of the system too.
Yeah.
Right. That's going to be something that I think a lot of people aren't really. I mean, there's discussion on bridges and stuff like that, but you want to be able to take profits out into Ethereum as well.
Simba 369. Shoot, why Hex dying and why still no PulseChain?
Because the market is down, bro.
The market is down. I mean, like people didn't take profits. People didn't. People didn't pay profits, but and not even just that. Is just like when the market's going down, or it's just like look. People like markets going up or going down. People hate sideways.
People like trending markets.
Yeah,
because if there's a trend, we can make a bet and a logical bet with the trend. Yeah. If there's no trend, it's boring. It's crab.
And now, not all of Hex's liquidity is in Ethereum. I would say it's mostly USDC. Its main trading pair is USDC to Hex. But there is some people, and like Richard's kind of said this before. It's like, why are you dum dums like providing liquidity to this shit, which is like Ethereum Hex. So like I think even now 25% of the liquidity is still Ethereum Hex. So if Ethereum shits the bed, it does drag the Hex price down. Yeah. Right. Yeah. And it's that whole thing. So when Ethereum, so this is why, like, you know, all like it literally in crypto, like rising tides will lift all boats sort of thing. In crypto, they're actually, I think, with Hart's law and stuff like this, and this whole thing with one-sided liquidity pair. Since most tokens are paired to Ethereum in Uniswap, right, which is all of them basically, outside of just other than like Hex and a couple of the ones which specifically have put their liquidity towards stablecoins to protect from downward price movement, or at least dampen it a little bit. The Ethereum, once Ethereum like goes from, let's just say $700, right? Then Ethereum shoots up to 3,400 as an example. Then that's a 4x roughly, or actually no, it might be a 5, but whatever the multiples on that, right? 4 or 5x that it does from 700 up to like 21, 28 and like above, right? Maybe a 5x or higher. Once it does that kind of a move, it drags a 5x out of everything. Now you could have underperformance. You could have a 4x, a 3.5x. While Ethereum did this, but it rises all boats, and then like that's why a lot of coins are like even though they underperform Ethereum, they sort of like, wow, they're still pumped something. They actually, like, no one was buying it. What ended up happening is the liquidity pools actually dragged the price up on some of these coins. Now, I found that coins that are heavily in centralized exchanges, it's harder for them to do that a little bit because there's a bit of the actual trading back and forth and stuff. Where like a coin that's almost entirely in DeFi that's just on these dexes will track it much simpler because it's all based off of their main pair being Ethereum right there. And like especially when a bull market starts, like if you're a coin, you probably want like once the bottom's in, you're like you'd want to, if you wouldn't want to switch your liquidity to Ethereum. That way you can catch the sale of wind to help your token price out. Right. Yeah. Giving game out right now. Sheesh. Kamal's like Richard waiting for the Fed to pivot launch. Yeah, so everyone, but
everybody else,
like everyone else, but he was the first one to do it and say it. He's been saying from the jump, yo, I'm not getting into 11K. Regardless or not, he's been very honest about what he's trying to do.
Right, and the thing that's good about that, right, is it starts to give you basically something that you can navigate with.
Yeah.
Right. Before it wasn't. Before, I think, you know, like when people put a specific date on it, it's very like, you know, set in stone, right? But where they put like a certain type of event needing to take place, you know, he's basically saying it without saying it, right? Yeah. That he's timing the lows.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's just like, even all the, like the SEC shit that was going on with Hex and stuff like that, it's kind of blown over already. Yeah. Like everyone's over. Like, it's just like whatever.
It was dumb in the first place.
It's not as serious as people think it is. And it pretty much looks like they're not gonna be able to get anything really. Yeah, they're pretty much like chirping around to see if there's any weak links or anything like that. And like,
well, we know there's not.
There's not anyway. Yeah, it's now if there was some other projects and stuff like that, who knows? Like, you know, like
you would only know how if you're close with the project, right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not as serious and stuff. Just all these FUD events. But like, hey, like I mean, I told everyone in the course I did. I bought some at 2.5 cents. So my last DCI I did ever was like I think 3.3 cents, and I hadn't made a DCA for a while. And then once we broke the 2.5, I was like, all right, fuck it. And I did another one there. So I'll give you guys the next DCA that I do in the anyone that's in the course or in the Citadel.
Yeah, I'm thinking. And like, Hex is going to be one that I think if you just look at how many X's it has to just its previous all-time high, right? Like it's pretty fantastic.
Yeah, and the cool thing is too is like another marketing way they can actually get more buyers is once PulseChain and PulseX launch, and then some people are like if they if they launch, right? All the jokesters and shit, but like if they launch, right? Well, that'll add people who were normally not a part of the Hex ecosystem, and that'll bring more money in, and then that could actually bring in more users to buy up the Hex supply on the P-Hex or the E-Hex side stuff, but. It's a really interesting sort of situation it's in, but like at the same time too, if you actually look at the Hex and everything, it performed just as good as just everything else in this bear market.
In the bear market.
Yeah, in the bear.
I was gonna say it performed better than everything else. But
I see what you're saying. Down 90% plus. The average coin right now is down like I think we looked at it was 91.
Right, and that's the beautiful part about coins and everything is right like they can go up like 1,000,000x, 10,000x, 1,000x, whatever. They can only go down 99%, right? Well, then 0.99999. But just
I did an 80% on an 80% on an 80%.
Oh no, no, man. Yeah, that's really bad. But like, that's pretty funny actually. But yeah, no, I would just say, in crypto, if you are paying attention early enough to projects, and have enough information, like I said before, knowledge stacking is really what we're after here, because then that will give you the knowledge to be able to take the actions that you need to take in this time of the market, right? And so having that knowledge of why, right, is really important. So yeah, I would say we understand that for Hex. We've talked about that on this channel a lot. We've talked about that in the course a lot. And to each his own after they've done their own research on that too.
Yeah. In terms of for the Hex movie, just because someone's asking about it, Q1. That's all the information I have on it right now.
Likely,
yeah, just Q1. But the thing is like once we have these like now, I can't speak for Richard and stuff like that. I can't speak for everybody else. But I mean, if like I was one of the earliest people saying that like bro, we're like he's timing the market and trying to launch. He's trying to launch this thing once the low's in, and he kind of has already said so. He's like, yeah, once the Fed pivots, thinks the lows are going to be in at that point. Which is like, of course,
they will it's going to be one of those things where I think like it's going to be like, the lows are probably they've been in for a bit, but we're so close to the lows anyways, it doesn't matter. And it's a safe time. It's probably the safest time in the market to really be launching a coin.
No, definitely.
The safest yet like riskiest to get the most benefit.
Right.
I should put it that way.
Yeah, because if you actually get even a little traction, you can hold it, and then from there, like you have to build earlier than everyone else, like, and then it could really help you out.
You just have to keep everything moving forward. You can't stagnate. That's the thing. Is like because people always want something new, right? So if there's no evolution in the ecosystem, that's where it gets to be a problem,
right?
In the bull market.
I mean that's why we even talked about the Trump NFTs at all, because I mean he launched it pretty much. I mean we're not at the bottom yet, but we're fucking pretty close. Yeah. So it's like it's like he launched it in 2018. End of 2018, but it's like pretty interesting there. It's like, okay, so I get. Now you are right, market timing wise. Yeah, you should have like probably paid for a consultation. I would have told him like launch a little later. Yeah. But regardless or not, him launching. I mean, it's an interesting sort of thing. It's far enough away that. But the thing is this is a way to actually make him look good as well to the crypto people, and so he can get some. He would probably get maybe it's a. I think like if I'm being honest, because like this is what I'm saying. Like to normal people, to most people, 4.5 million is so much money.
Yeah,
it's so much money. It's life. Right. Like bro, $1 million. Like most people don't like. Now, as you really start making a lot of money, right? You start kind of laughing at game shows. Like it really does make you. Like I sometimes watch.
Kevin O'Leary is anything.
I sometimes watch some of these like these Netflix shows, right? These Netflix shows where they're like, hey, and today you're gonna stick a cucumber up your butt with like candy and stuff for $20,000. $20,000! Oh my god!
That's
like,
on Netflix.
No, basically, I mean, I'm joking, pretty much. But like the cucumber gang stand up. But
Sam Baby-Free.
But no, but there's all these shows where these people are doing all these ridiculous, kind of very embarrassing sort of things.
Yeah.
For like 20 G's tops. You know what I mean? Now, the one show I would do would be like the floor is lava.
Okay.
Just because I just love to do that shit. Like it's basically a show where you jump around from like station to station without touching the floor because there's like imagine they filled up this room with water and we have to jump from the furniture like on jumping on the furniture.
Okay.
So when you're a kid like the floor is lava, like that basically, right?
Gotcha.
But outside of that, like the rest of those shows, there's a lot of cooking shows that I just like look at it and it just hurts my brain.
Yeah.
Like just looking at that stuff and doing some ridiculous stuff. And then the judges are like no more qualified than the contestants. Like they're like it's like this person has all these things here and there, and like the whole time, I mean, literally, I could review it and just completely nitpick everything out of it and stuff. It's pretty bad, but regardless, I'm seeing all these shows right now. $100,000 in your I think like around I would say $60,000, $70,000, $80,000 in cash in your bank does change your life.
Oh yeah, definitely.
20 grand, people could fuck that off on a weekend.
Oh, and they often do.
And they often, way more than do. Yeah. Because then from there, I get like, hey, we can put a down payment on this. But when you have $70,000, $60,000, $80,000, that's where like even if you fuck some off, you still have that big chunk there. That like that's. Can you imagine putting 40 grand into Ethereum at the bottom? Oh my god. Oh my
beautiful baby.
God. I mean, oh my god. I mean, you almost lock in a 10x. Over 2-3 years if you could hold it right. And that's changed. That's like $500,000 plus, depending if Ethereum just performs normally. If it overperforms, holy crap!
Yeah. Well, then it goes into like our information that we always talk about, basically being right. The first bull market you get rich, the next one you get wealthy.
Yeah.
Right. If you play it right, which is like going from $40,000 to $400,000 or more, right, is fantastic. Uncle Sam's going to take a chunk, right? But then you could spend that over several years, right? So then to change that into, wealth, right? That's going to last a long time, right? Then it's going to take another bull market for sure. But like, what other market can you get like basically a retirement within, 2 bull markets?
Right.
It's ridiculous. And then, from there, sky's the limit, really.
Yeah. I would say the Japanese like game shows are the worst though.
Dude, they're the best. What are you talking about? What's the name of the one? Something's Castle.
Oh yeah.
The one with the dubbed.
Yeah. That shit's amazing.
That one is great, bro.
The crazy thing is that show got popular after it was done airing. Yeah, which
like
is
30 years later or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't beat Japanese game shows. I'll tell you that much.
No, like I'm not mad about the show. But I'm okay. Some of the shows
are ridiculous.
Some of the shows are like okay. I'm not talking mostly about the English ones, right? Yeah. Like those cool. Like I'm all for those kind of shows, like using physical feats, like you're like Ninja Warrior, or like I'm cool for But like I'm just mad about the prizes. The prizes just seem bullshit to me.
Yeah, that's true.
It's not enough money. You guys like.
100%. Well, here's the thing you got to understand about Japan, though. It's like.
I'm chastising mostly the American ones. I don't know the conversion.
Okay.
I don't know the conversion.
I was gonna say it's probably similar there, which is and you're right. Like it's similar in America. I guess they haven't moved with inflation, really. Is one aspect of it, right? Like I think a lot of the shows have been like, this is gonna be a state about the same. We're not changing it. They're just being cheap, I guess.
I mean, if it keeps going like this, I was like, man, I'm starting to be able to afford to do these fucking game shows. And so like, I might have to make a crypto game show.
Let me be part of the Crypto Mindset Meet. No,
welcome you guys to Cash Cow or Cash Cab.
Would you like to win? No.
Welcome to the Crypto Cab, you guys.
Yeah. That one was actually fucking amazing.
Yeah.
I forgot what it was. Was it Cash Cab?
Cash Cab. Yeah.
That one, bro.
That was cool.
That was a good one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe crypto Uber to the
Crypto Cash Cab. Yeah. Like what did how many people does it take to make a polycule and
what is worth more, $100 or a Bitcoin? $100. Get the fuck out of my cab. Get the fuck out of here. Damn, down bad.
Yeah, Decacious Castle. There you go. Yeah.
Your host, DCC. Yeah. I might have to make that shit. There you go. The idea was born here, you guys. There you go. Is this live? Yes, it is, Sam. It is live. Welcome. Hit the like button. Crypto Confessions Cab. Ooh.
It'd be like CZ gets in and he's like, we really only have 20% of our stuff liquid.
It's just these skinny little dudes and shit with these like masks that was like, Oh yeah, you ever seen like some of these guys are like confessing to doing stuff in the cartel or something like that? Like they put all these, they have these black masks and their voices are like super
it's
low.
Like the truth about FTX, and then
yeah. So I was in the polycule with Sam, and he just got mad because I kept like hogging the chick for a while, and we ended up having a meeting, and like I ended up like losing overtime, and but he couldn't fire me because I was such a fucking yeet. I was so elite.
They funny as shit.
Oh, that's horrible. Low key, that would be an awesome show. It would get hella quotable moment. Yeah, dude, it really would. Hey, all this shit's probably coming. You know what? Fuck it. We're gonna do it at some
Crypto Network.
Crypto Network, you guys. Well, we always
Crypto
said
Central,
we've always said DCC and CC always make like those sound like channels. Actually, they sound like news channels. Like CNN and stuff like that, and like Fox and shit. Like welcome to CCTV.
You got that a W in the beginning. Welcome to WDCC West Coast Crypto Radio.
Make it extra official. Also get it on the actual local radio as well.
Welcome to downbadradio.com. Down Bad Radio, your number one news source.
Down 90%. That'd be funny if somebody actually made, because you know how like we got up only, it'd be like down 90%, like that's the name of a show or something in crypto.
Shit. If I ever make like some little dumb show, it's down bad. Jesus Christ. But Charlie doing Crypto Jeopardy. I really hate that I missed out on Q4 and missed you guys. Yeah, I'm sad you weren't there too. But don't worry, we're back. But join the Citadel, you guys, man. Join the Citadel. You wouldn't have to miss us as much. But
yeah, we're kind of back sporadically over the next, like between now and the New Year's, and then it'll be more regular once we hit New Year.
Yeah. So we're gonna be doing a couple more shows here in studio, and then we close up shop here in the studio, and then I will be forced to stream from my my jammies.
Forced
from your compound.
From the compound. The Eagle's Nest. And yeah, so I'll be doing some streams over there, but like yeah, I'm actually gonna have a stream tomorrow at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's gonna be an AMA.
Yep.
Yeah, a cool AMA. So make sure to bring your best crypto questions to me tomorrow. I'm gonna answer everything as much as I can. And yeah, super chats are appreciated.
$100 million.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to you guys, man. So Charlie, where people can follow you, man?
Yeah, go to Cultivate Crypto on YouTube. We will also be live tomorrow, so good stuff. And then yeah, we'll be doing a few like pre-recorded contents that we'll be putting out for you guys over the next week or so to get you into the new year. And then maybe we will, I don't know, maybe around New Year's, maybe we'll do something.
Yeah, definitely. Also, as well, all my guest socials and everything like that are in the description box below. And make sure to sign up to the Citadel, you guys. If you want to get into that event right now, it is literally like get in now, like today, because then the event is closing up in the next day and a half. So if you're not into the Citadel like today, then or over the next day, then you're kind of shit out of luck there. But regardless or not, it is a great group to get into just because, I mean, there's some life-changing shit happening in there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to be obviously always looking out for the Citadel as well as the current crypto mindset course. But with that, you guys, thank you so much for joining me. Me and Charlie, down bad.
It's all going to zero.
It's all going to zero and stuff like that. But yeah, so we're going to be doing a bunch of cool shit for everybody in the groups and stuff pretty soon and stuff and over the weekend. And, we're watching the prices, and the first places that get it are the Citadel and the crypto mindset courses. So, yeah, see you guys tomorrow at 8 o'clock. And I think you're streaming tomorrow at 2 p.m. Eastern. 2 p.m. Pacific, I'm sorry.
2 p.m. Pacific. Was that 5 p.m. Eastern?
Yeah. Yeah. So we're both streaming tomorrow and stuff. So check it out, man. We're back on our scheduled programming. But we will be traveling a little bit for family stuff and everything like that.
Yeah,
so keep that in mind, but we're back, you guys. So, peace.